Funny story. Joe's angry drive.
It was a sunny Saturday morning. Joe and Helen were getting ready to drive to their daughter Olivia's house for lunch. Olivia had reminded them many times.
Don't be late this time.
Joe promised, but the moment he sat behind the wheel, his face changed. Traffic already made him angry. As he started the engine, he muttered,
I can already feel it. Today the roads will be full of idiots.
Helen sighed and said,
Joe, maybe just try to enjoy the ride. Think happy thoughts.
Happy thoughts? On the road? That's impossible.
Joe shouted. They drove only 2 blocks before Joe exploded.
Look at that car. He's going 20 in a 30 zone. Unbelievable.
Helen looked out the window.
Maybe he's old. Maybe he's careful.
Careful? He's blocking traffic?
Joe honked the horn. At the next intersection, a driver changed lanes without signaling. Joe slammed the steering wheel.
Did you see that? No signal. This city is full of clowns.
Helen answered.
Yes, and you are the circus master.
Joe groaned.
This is torture.
Helen smiled.
Relax. The only torture here is listening to you.
Every small thing made Joe angry. A bicycle crossed the street.
Oh, come on. Do they think they own the road?
He shouted.
They own legs.
Helen replied.
That's more than you do right now.
A truck sprayed some dust on their windshield. Joe yelled again.
This is ridiculous. I washed the car yesterday.
Helen clapped slowly.
Congratulations. Now it looks natural again.
Even the GPS voice annoyed Joe.
Turn left in 300 feet.
The calm voice said. Joe snapped.
Don't tell me what to do. I know where I'm going.
Helen laughed.
Oh, so now you're yelling at robots too.
Just as Joe was preparing another insult for a driver who stopped at a yellow light, the sound of a police siren filled the air. Blue and red lights flashed in the rearview mirror. Joe froze.
Oh, no. This can't be happening.
Helen crossed her arms.
Well, it is. Pull over, Mr. Race Car.
Joe pulled to the side of the road, his face pale.
Great! Just great. Out of all the drivers, she had to pick me.
Maybe because you were the loudest.
Helen said. A female police officer walked up to the car. She looked calm but serious.
Good afternoon, sir. Do you know why I pulled you over?
She asked. Joe forced a weak smile.
Because I'm too handsome for traffic?
The officer didn't even blink.
No, sir. You were speeding, 20 miles over the limit.
Helen added,
He thinks every road is a racetrack.
License and registration, please.
The officer said. Joe pretended to search.
Oh, it must be here somewhere.
It's in the glove box.
Helen said without looking up. The officer checked the papers.
Do you realize you were going 65 in a 45 zone?
Joe shrugged.
Honestly, officer, the car just likes going fast. It has a mind of its own.
Helen smiled.
Yes, just like his mouth.
The officer asked.
Any reason you're in such a hurry today?
Joe tried to shift the blame.
Well, my wife is making me late. She talks too much.
Excuse me?
Helen snapped.
You yelled at 3 cars, 2 people, and even a traffic light.
Joe whispered.
I was only keeping up with the car in front.
There was no car in front of you.
The officer replied. Helen gasped loudly.
Joe, even your lies are speeding.
The officer shook her head.
Sir, speeding is dangerous. You need to slow down.
Joe sighed.
But if I slow down, the turtles will win.
Helen patted his arm.
Don't worry. You'll still win the loudmouth competition.
The officer pulled out her book.
I'm giving you a citation.
Joe groaned.
A ticket? Can't you give me a friendly warning?
The only friendly thing here is my pen.
The officer replied. She started writing. Joe leaned forward.
Do I at least get a discount for being charming?
The officer tore the paper and handed it over.
No discount, sir. But you will get points off your license.
Helen said.
Joe, your big mouth costs more than our car insurance.
Joe slumped in his seat.
This is the worst day of my life.
The officer walked back to her car. Joe whispered,
Maybe if I compliment her boots, she'll take the ticket back?
Helen shook her head.
Please, Joe. Don't make it worse.
Now Joe drove slowly, almost too slowly.
Look at me.
He said.
I'm the safest driver in the world now.
Helen clapped.
Bravo. Too bad it's 30 minutes too late.
Joe stared at the ticket.
This fine is huge. We'll have to eat noodles for a month.
Helen smiled.
That's okay. Maybe noodles will calm you down.
Joe sighed.
Next time, I'm not driving. I'll stay home.
Helen said.
No, next time you take the bus.
Joe grinned.
Fine. But if the bus is late, I'm yelling.
Then sit in the back.
Helen replied.
Spare the driver.
Finally, after all the drama, they arrived at Olivia's house. But they were late. Again. Olivia was standing at the door with her arms crossed.
Mom, Dad, what took you so long?
She asked. Helen answered.
Ask your father. He was busy entertaining a police officer.
Joe quickly said.
Hey, she wasn't laughing.
Olivia shook her head.
Dad, you need anger management before you need dinner.
Joe frowned.
Come on, Olivia, your old man just has passion.
Passion?
Olivia asked.
For yelling?
Helen smiled.
Yes. He's a professional yeller.
Joe held up the ticket.
This piece of paper cost me $150. That's not passion, that's pain.
Olivia laughed.
Maybe next time, just drive like a normal person.
Joe muttered.
Next time, I'm riding a bicycle.
Helen clapped.
Perfect. Then you can yell at cars from the bike lane.
The whole family burst out laughing. Later, as they sat down for dinner, Joe was still grumpy.
This food is good,
He said.
but not $150 good.
Helen patted his shoulder.
Cheer up. At least you're alive, and the turtles didn't win.
Olivia raised her glass.
To Dad, the loudest driver in the city.
Everyone laughed again. Joe shook his head but smiled a little. Maybe next time, just maybe, he would try to stay calm on the road.